Hello, Bo. Welcome to No Frills Wellbeing. I wanted to do a little video today to talk to you about Mental Health Awareness Week. Mental Health Awareness Week aims to, like it says on the tin, raise awareness about this issue, mental health. I don't know if you know, but 1 in 2 people will suffer from a negative mental health illness throughout their life. Not just once, it could be repeatedly. If any of you saw the segment I did on That's Lancashire TV, you'll realise that my opinion is that this isn't necessary. People are suffering unnecessarily. All we need change is the way that we educate people with regards to what well-being is and give them practical tools to be able to help themselves so they don't end up spiraling from stress into depression, anxiety, loneliness. Emotional intelligence is something that's scientifically proven to work hand in hand with well-being and mental health. So the more emotionally intelligent somebody is, the less mental health issues they will experience in their life. Mental Health Awareness Week has done a little leaflet, and on this leaflet it talks about 10 things what you can do to reduce your mental health problems. Talk about your feelings, keep active, eat well, drink sensibly, keep in touch, ask for help, take a break, care for others, do something you're good at, and accept who you are. Now, I don't know about you, but I've suffered with depression a few times in my life, and when I was in that space, the last thing I wanted to do was keep active. A massive part of depression is apathy, and apathy sets in, which makes you housebound. It's something that doesn't motivate you to pick up the phone and speak to people. You end up really cut off. The depression cuts you off from everybody. So right, accepting who you are, but when you're in that space of depression, it's awful being there. You don't just want to accept that you're depressed. It talks about doing something you're good at, but again, with the apathy of depression, you can't just get up and go. You can't just keep active and go to the gym. You can't just eat well. It's really difficult to get the motivation to do all of these things, what this leaflet suggests you should do, when you're in that state of negative mental health. So I really appreciate what the Mental Health Awareness Week is trying to do. It's trying to raise awareness, and perhaps it would be better suited to people that need to know about negative mental health because they've got a family member or a friend that's dealing with that. Or it's a way of educating society, raising awareness in society. But for me, who suffered with depression, this leaflet wouldn't have been helpful to me. My organisation, No Frills Wellbeing, is a paradigm changer. What that means is it's a movement which I really hope will inspire people and educate people in how to really alleviate depression, how to alleviate stress, how to stop the stress from winding itself down so much into depression. I want to give people practical tools and the wisdom and insight that clinical psychologists will give people when they get really far on with depression, anxiety, loneliness. I want to give the world the emotional intelligence that it needs to maintain not just a neutral state of well-being where they're alright and they're getting on with it, and then when stress comes they can handle it. I want to give people this education that they can experience a flourishing state all of the time, and that when something stressful happens they know how to tackle it, and they can wind themselves back not just to a normal state of well-being, an average state, but to a flourishing state where we're not just feeling okay, we're feeling really happy, we're feeling really engaged with life, so that things like goals, going to the gym, losing weight, eating healthier, don't become chores and things where we have to really force ourselves into it, but that instead these are things which we want to achieve, and they're easy to achieve because we're in that place of harmony inside. I have an event coming up on the weekend of the 18th and 19th of June. It's a wellbeing weekend, and it's 2 days of intensive but easy to understand, fun training. where I'll teach you about the psychology and the neuroscience of what it means to be human and what it means to flourish. I'll help you to see the mechanisms of depression and stress so that you understand what's going on in your brain, so that you can then deploy the tools, which I'll also teach you, to wind yourself out of it. And so then we won't need support. We won't need society to understand, because we'll know and we'll be able to support ourselves. Then we can really accept who we are. Not just accept who we are, but love who we are. Not just accept our life, but love our life. Really, that's next. Well, that's what I believe. That's the ethos of No Frills Wellbeing. So thank you for listening. And if you're struggling, reach out, get in touch. I've got solutions which are scientifically proven to work, so that you don't need to do it on your own. And then afterwards, once you've gone through this training, you'll feel better, you'll live better, and you'll work better. Don't just take my word for it. Don't just take the evidence. If you go onto my site, you can read all of the testimonials from people who've been through this experience before. So I'll leave you with that. And you can check me out on www.nofrillswellbeing.com. I'm on Twitter, No Frills Wellbeing. I'm on YouTube, No Frills Wellbeing. I'm on LinkedIn under Bo Fodger. Yeah, get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to help you, support you, free you from negative mental health. Have a nice day.